time and prophecy. In Revelation 16:10 and 11, we have a very strong verse that says that the angel poured out the cup of God's wrath, and that terrible things happened, and among them people blasphemed God because of their pains, or suffering. The big question is it possible that we are in this period? If we happen to read the verses in Revelation 16:8-9, which is the previous verses, we have that the previous cup caused the heat to increase so much that people would die of heat. But a few years ago people died of heat from the sun. This occurred, for example, in Europe. For example, in France a few years ago, 1,500 people died from the heat. But scientific research has determined that 70,000 people died in the heat of Europe. And these are scientific data. And now we have an unprecedented plague, because the speed of propagation was enormous. Are these reports of plagues not occurring, and most people are not even thinking that we are coming to the end of time? It is logical that the plagues that are occurring are the fault of man. Man did not take care of nature, and the heat increased. And the man did not take care of the way of feeding, and taking care of the animals, and acquired a virus, which reached the margin of killing 2 million people in the world. Will we still find this to be a common thing? Yes, it is something that is the fault of man. Because he had taken care of animals, and if he had been fed with fruits and vegetables, they would not have acquired such a virus. Fruits and vegetables do not generate viruses to humans. There has already been mad cow disease, avian flu, and now this virus, which some say came from the bat, others from an animal called pangolin, others say it came from different animals. But the foundation is that it comes from animals. If we didn't feed ourselves with cows and chickens, we would never go through the mad cow, or bird flu. But the point is that plagues are described in the Bible as a cup of God, but it is man's fault. God only allows such things to happen, through man's fault. The plagues said in the Apocalypse are merely the permission that the consequences fall on man. It is not God who destroys the planet, but man. God watches to see which way humanity is heading. Not that God doesn't know, he does. But man defines himself that he does not need to follow God's standards, and that even if he does not, they will go on a good path. But a mere look at the world, and we see that the path of humanity is not going well. And in the coming years, the expectation is that it will get worse. Then, we could say that God is getting close, from the moment when man will reach a limit that will run the risk of his self-destruction. And will God save those who want to follow God's ways, and leave those who want to destroy themselves, to do what they want? Could it be that when we read the verses in Revelation 16, we could not see each other in that period of time? And if we are in this period, is it not clear that we should try to find the best way to wait for Christ's return?
If you are looking for more content from different areas, visit the reformadorstad.com website. News and detailed content can be found, with system of research and organization of text and video.